NBA. Hey, thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Edwards on the wing. He is joined by McDaniel. Randall out there with Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point guard. And for the Spurs, we'll see Barnes and Sohan playing forward. Paul out there with Keldon Johnson. And it's Wembanyama in at the 5 down low. And on paper, Greg, this might seem like a potential blowout, but anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
Minnesota with the rebound, fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And what surprised me was how easy they made it look. It seemed like they got something out of every possession.
And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Spurs. This is their first chance this season playing the Timberwolves.
And here we go. The first in what will be a 3-game season series between the two teams.
You know, right out of the gates, one team gets a lead with the head-to-head advantage, bragging rights, if you will, over the other. And tonight, it starts.
And just using that experience, Conley adept at drawing contact and getting to the line.
And the first one at the line is good. Mike Conley was drafted, Doris, back in 2007. And somehow, someway, he's gone his whole career without receiving a technical foul. Heck, you and I have received technical fouls over here, but not him on the floor.
Kevin, that is an impressive feat. And it's also probably why he's won the NBA Sportsmanship Award more than anyone else in the history of the league, and why we will never win it.
Steps back and fires.
And the wingspan of Wembanyama, massive. He's fantastic at using it to erase shots.
2 points, that one goes.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other. Boy, just 1 for 4, a little brisky right now.
And that one, good.
Can't allow Johnson to get that deep. Once he's there, he's going to be able to score.
They double-team Conley. Gobert the pass to Randall. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. DB, ever since winning the most improved player back in 2021, Randall has stayed scoring at an incredible clip.
Yeah, Kevin, what makes this guy such a difficult matchup is his size and the ability to drive it. And now what you've seen is this evolution into a legit threat from three-point territory. He is such a difficult cover. It seems to me Julius Randle improves every season. And the more responsibility he's given, it seems the better he performs.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Spurs?
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
And the Spurs with possession. Down low. Kicks it out to Paul. Lets the 3 fly. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. Now let's take a look at the most efficient scorers in the NBA from last year's campaign. Rudy Gobert is second.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
Johnson finds Wembanyama, and he comes up with the deuce. Wembanyama's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Gobert, and finished off by Gobert.
This guy always amongst the league leaders in dunks. Gobert is a force around the cup.
Here's Wembanyama.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Gobert dishes to Conley. They double-team Conley. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet.
This guy is constantly refining his game, and Anthony Edwards is dangerous from three.
And it's Paul penetrating. Conley grabs the miss.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Randall right side. A baseline J. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
The ability to get to the mid-range game is something Julius Randle has proven he can do.
Paul kicks to Johnson. Offline with his three. Timberwolves trail by 6. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I caught up with Greg Popovich, and we talked about the bruising big man, Julius Randle. He told me Julius sets the tone for them with his physicality. So we have to try and match that. We can't let him bully his way into the lane and get to his spots. We have to make him uncomfortable. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Thanks, guys. Well, the Spurs with some experienced additions, bringing in Chris Paul and Harrison Barnes. Their mentorship is likely just as valuable to this young roster as their contributions on the court. And with legendary head coach Greg Popovich, they're creating an environment for growth in San Antonio. They're really building things the right way, guys.
All right, Shams, we appreciate the report.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And going out of bounds, last touch by Barnes.
And checking out some numbers for Gobert. He's coming off an excellent season, and he finished among the top 10 in blocks, bringing that intimidation factor to the paint.
And looking back at last season, his complete dominance on the boards to rank number 2 overall. Absolutely remarkable. Minnesota making a switch here. DiVincenzo's checked in. Wembanyama sets a screen for Paul. No good.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
And finished off by Gobert.
Rudy Gobert sees the lane and shows you I can put it on the deck and score.
And you can see he just has a great overall feel for this game. Excellent job tonight.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
And here's Edwards from the arc. It's good from long range. Edwards got 11 points. Wembanyama, a screen on Conley. Pass to Wembanyama. Gobert with the defensive effort. Minnesota's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Conley with it. Randall outside. Fires for 3. It will not find the hoop. It's his third miss. He has made 2. Inside, stolen by Conley. For 3, Edwards. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. He's got 14.
Well, Anthony Edwards came into the league with a reputation as a scorer. He is starting to hum a little bit right here.
Zohan, the pass to Wembanyama. Kicks it out to Johnson. Sinks the three-pointer. Johnson's got it all tied up now for San Antonio.
Well, that's a case where your teammates are showing trust in you, and he comes through with flying colors.
And finished off by Gobert.
All too easy for Mr. Gobert in the painted area. Nicely done.
To the inside. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
Minnesota ball.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Gobert. McDaniels comes in for Julius Randle. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Mike Conley. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Reid with a screen for Edwards. Misses the 3. Pass to Zohan. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Now, to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Here's Reed. Pass to Alexander Walker. Edwards from deep three-point territory. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
Zohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. Johnson is out there with Paul, and it's Barnes in at the 3. So that's who San Antonio starts the second round. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by DiVincenzo. Ingles passes to Alexander Walker. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo sinks the triple. DiVincenzo's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
They get it back.
A generational talent. For Wembanyama, the sky is the limit and the reality.
And these are his second and third free throws tonight. And he knocks down the first one. Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
Three-pointer. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
San Antonio again missing. Timberwolves trail by 3. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. Hits it from three-point range. DiVincenzo's got 6 points in the quarter.
Now the D giving him a little bit of space beyond the three-point line, and that's all the room he needs.
Barnes passes to Wembanyama. Stolen by Reed. Fast break, Minnesota moving it up. Timberwolves passing it around. A shot by McDaniels, no good. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
I thought what really stood out was how dominant they were on the offensive end. That was about as flawless as you could hope for.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. You asked Greg Popovich about Victor Wembanyama, and he says Victor's a different player. He's got talent. You don't want to take that out of him. I tried to do that with Manu Ginobili, and I learned my lesson. Just shut up and let him play. Victor does some amazing things. His game is all-encompassing. Kevin?
That's a great way to put it, D.A. It is all-encompassing. Wembanyama is one of one. Hey, thank you for the report.
That's called working the catch-and-shoot game to perfection. Barnes on balance and on point with his shot mechanics.
On the wing, Ingles. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Johnson outside. Here's Zohan. The three-pointer, no good. Timberwolves trail by 5. Johnson over to help. The wide-open look here for Ingles. A three-pointer is right on target. Ingles has got his first 3 points of the game. Wembanyama, right side. Oh, Wembanyama, the floater.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Miller, no luck. Spurs leading by 4. On the wing, Barnes. Zohan, the pass to Barnes. From deep, Johnson. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
A priority for Johnson, continuing to work on his jumper, especially off the catch, like there.
Alexander Walker.
Strong to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets. Paul
outside, shoots the 3. Minnesota with the rebound.
It's amazing the success they've had with him shooting this way. 0 for the night.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Zadors, here's a question for you. Should the NBA widen the court? Because the corner three now is such a staple in these offenses.
That's exactly right. One of the most coveted, Kevin, because the proximity of the shot is so desirable. Here's what we know unequivocally. There's no way they're going to widen the court because it would take out some of the money-making courtside seats. That's not happening.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Julius Randle comes in for Miller. Edwards has come in for Joe Ingles. And Mike Conley subbed in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Shot by Collins, no good. Timberwolves trail by 5. Edwards inside. Doesn't go that time. San Antonio's gone for the three-pointers 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. There's a screen by Collins. And that one's good. Champagny.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Outside Conley. Randle passes to DiVincenzo. Offensive rebound. Gobert dishes to Edwards. Look at Edwards slotting home the 3.
Every aspect of Anthony Edwards' game is on display. This guy has been cooking from the outset.
Here's Champagny. Minnesota with the rebound. DiVincenzo's got his 4th rebound in this one. And Randle throws it down.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Collins, a screen on Edwards. Here's Branham. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Spurs leading by 4. Well, defensively, Doris, these Minnesota Timberwolves are really a cut above the rest.
They led the league in defensive rating in 2024. They have so many ways to shut down what you're trying to do offensively. Length, athleticism, rim protection, commitment, and great scheme. They are a nightmare. This guy's so dangerous on the offensive glass, and you love to see it jam it home and leave no doubt.
Collins, a screen on Conley. Pass to Collins. Not going to go that time. Gobert with the defensive effort. 40 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Edwards. They set the screen. Wesley, and the layup's good off the glass. Wesley's got his first basket of the night.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's Conley. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Well, inside, Mike Conley has got to be savvy, and he is in that instance.
Here's Wesley. Pass to Branham. Collins, a screen on Edwards. Here's Branham. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Spurs lead by 2. And now let's catch up. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
Hello and welcome.
When I look at San Antonio, this is when it starts to get real. You're past the opening night energy, and you're not as well rested as you were in the offseason.
All right, getting back to this game now, and the sensational play from Victor Wembanyama.
I got my ink pad out for this guy. He gets the Shaq stamp of approval, playing bully ball on the boards. I love it.
Hey, that stationery set, do you carry it around all day, just handing out approvals?
Ernie, I bought you one of these 2 years ago.
Haven't used it yet. I mean, I'm about to use it for the first time. Thank you for being with us. Now let's...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. We're seeing a tremendous game from Victor Wembanyama.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. And I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
Oh, his power is unbelievable, an intimidating force when he's at his best.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Conley and Edwards are the guards. Julius Randle is out there with Jaden McDaniels. And it's Gobert in at the center. Now, Sohan. Paul outside. Ice ball movement by San Antonio. Launches it. The shot, no good. The Timberwolves trail. Here's McDaniels, and a little luck that time, but it drops.
Yeah, Jaden McDaniels with a very good sense for when he should look to score it, especially in the painted area.
And the dunk by Barnes.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. McDaniels gets a wide-open look, and that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Wembanyama passes to Paul. Gobert with the block.
There is a reason his nickname is the Stifle Tower. Send it back, Rudy.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting two. You know, Greg, with the combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all five guys have to work in unison, and often someone's going to make a mistake.
You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them, but not last year as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And just 72% from the line a season ago. Not the greatest of numbers, but there are guys who are far worse off when it comes to free throw shooting.
Wembanyama passes to Sohan. So, Greg, the Spurs last year began 15-56, but it was the ending that they're really hanging their head on. They won 7 of their last 11 games.
And over that closing stretch, Wemby averaged 27 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and 5 blocks. A small glimpse into the potential of this young superstar.
Edwards, no good. Spurs have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Collins in the post. Edwards there. And the shot is long. Minnesota in the lead. Pass to Randle. Buries it down low. And that's 11 points for Julius Randle.
Boy, I love the confidence Julius Randle has in himself. This guy knows what it takes to score.
Branham, the pass to Sohan. A three-pointer off the mark. Timberwolves on offense. They're on an 11-3 run right now. The muscle from Edwards.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
On deep, count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Wesley. And Randle has got the ball here for Minnesota. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
Mike Conley wanted to make sure the momentum was not swinging the other direction, so he answers with a 3.
Here's Collins. Gobert with the block. Right side, Edwards. And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
The beauty of Anthony Edwards, there's a lot of natural talent, but there is the work ethic and the willingness to be coached that will allow him to maximize his abilities. You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
And he has lost all confidence out there. Still not a single field goal made in the game.
Spurs trail by 7. Wembanyama down low. Defended by Gobert. The shot by Wembanyama, no good. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Now here's Barnes. He's got 14. Good. Barnes has got 7 points here in this quarter.
Come on now. Harrison Barnes, that ability, boy, it's just eye-popping on certain nights.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniels said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." And Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But, David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for McDaniels. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Mike Conley. Spurs trail by 6. To the middle, here's Barnes. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist. Wembanyama's got 5 assists in the game. Gobert in the corner. Pass to Alexander-Walker. For 3, Edwards. Offensive rebound. And finished off by Gobert.
We always know this has been a strength of Rudy Gobert, getting the offensive window. Nicely done.
Sohan with the screen. Here's Wembanyama. Good for his 9th make and just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Ball outside, looking to get back on track here. Here's Sohan, and the wing jumper offline.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
For 3, Edwards, and another 3 for Minnesota.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Ball outside, takes a 3, buries the long-range jumper. Paul's got 5 points in the quarter.
Ooh, finally hitting one from range. That's his first 3 of the night.
Randall is doubled. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Kicks it out to Paul. Back to Wembanyama. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Barnes can't get it to go. Minnesota leading by 7. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. Trains it from beyond the arc. DiVincenzo's got 9 points.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
The shot's good from Paul.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Here's Gobert. And that's it for the 3rd quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the 4th. The Timberwolves on top, up 8. And we'll have the start of the 4th quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to permit that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. You'll see Barnes and Sohan playing forward. Paul out there with Keldon Johnson. And it's Wembanyama in at the center, filling out the middle. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. And yes, it's good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And Paul over to help. Pass to Reed. Lets it go with a 3. Rebound San Antonio. Wembanyama's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Wembanyama getting it done inside.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Takes the 13-footer, and the shot no good, a bit short.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Paul kicks to Johnson. Sohan inside, and he gets it to go.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
And the wide open shot from Reed. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Wembanyama passes to Sohan. And here is Johnson. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
And they have gotten themselves back into this game just in the nick of time. If that one had come any later, it would have been Katie bar the door.
They're showing so much passion and determination here at the end. They're close to the lead, but still have plenty of work left to do.
Edwards has come in for the Timberwolves. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. Now he reminded his team, keep looking for the deep ball. If the 3 is there, take it. You've done a good job getting those looks, so keep taking them. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, thanks. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. DiVincenzo can't hit it. Spurs trail by 4. Wembanyama looking it over. Sacre blue, Wembanyama!
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
A 3 for DiVincenzo. It's rebounded by Paul.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
To take the lead, it's hauled in by Edwards. Edwards got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And it's off from 3-point range. Back to Wembanyama. Stolen by Reed. To the paint. Here's DiVincenzo. Good D by Barnes.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
Timberwolves shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Edwards finds DiVincenzo from deep angles. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
To tie it up. Oh, Wembanyama with an evasive move.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Edwards drawing the double team. Alexander Walker passes to DiVincenzo. And the basket by Ingles.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
They found their composure on both ends of the floor, and that is what triggered this run.
Some changes for Minnesota. Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Julius Randle comes in for Joe Ingles. And it's Conley in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Here's Gobert. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
Rudy Gobert is so competitive. Doesn't want to let a big moment go by. Nicely done.
Paul passes to Wembanyama. Banked in off the glass. 32 points for Victor Wembanyama.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. McDaniels, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo.
Wow, let's hear another round of applause for your Spurs.
Randall dishes to McDaniels. Back to Randall. Oh, the lob to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Well, the 7-footer Gobert, the alley-oop finish. My goodness, the stifled tower with the score.
And it's Sohan missing. Timberwolves leading by 3. Top of the key, Conley. They double-team Conley. Looking for McDaniels. He gets it there. 6 on the shot clock. Out to Conley. Beyond the arc. Good on the triple.
I'll tell you, you give Conley the ball and trust him to make the right decision.
1:53 left in the game. Gobert with the block. It's tipped. It's Edwards on the wing. Back to Randall. Launches a 3. Rebounded by the Spurs. High post, Johnson. Pass to Paul. Here's Wembanyama. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Wembanyama has got 12 now in this quarter.
How about the rookie with the big shot? Wembanyama showing us he can beat those high expectations.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
And here's Barnes for 3. Count it. And he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
Oh, with that calm demeanor, Barnes sticks that one right in their eye.
Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Paul passes to Sohan. Count it! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Here's Edwards. A rebound by Johnson. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clocking game. Paul with the 3. And rebounded by McDaniels. I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Randall surveying the D. Pass to McDaniels. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Man, it took forever for them to commit that foul. I don't know why they didn't do it right away. Those are precious seconds.
So they foul intentionally. It's the first, and that will put them up by 2. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 3-point game.
Boy, it doesn't get much bigger than that. A perfect trip to the line to give them the critical 3-point cushion. What poise.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
And they need a miracle, guys. They don't have enough time for the catch-and-shoot 3, so the only hope is for an alley-oop and an and-one to finish out.
And so it's the Timberwolves who come out on top here. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David, much appreciated, David. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge.